If you did, so nobody watches it to the end anyway. Hello, runners, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. Dr. Cameron Garber here, and we've got one of our awesome therapists, Melody Bateman, here with us, and we are so excited to come give you our little tidbit of wisdom about hip pain. So we've been talking about hips all month, and so hip pain can be really tricky to figure out what's going on. So because it's such a complex joint, you know, like a knee or a finger, they're pretty simple. They just bend and straighten. Knee's a little more complex because of the kneecap, but still fairly simple joint. Whereas the hip, like with the ball and socket, and you've got the labrum around it, and then the ball and socket, so it can move in all kinds of different directions. And then all these little muscles through our glutes and through our hamstrings, our quads, our even some of our low back muscles, everything attaches into the pelvis in that hip area. And so all of that plays a big role in what's going on there. And so because it's a little bit tricky to figure out exactly why your hip is hurting, we recommend that you actually go and talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about with the hips. So I would recommend finding a physical therapist as your first line of defense who is a runner and who works with runners so that they can help you find exactly what you need to do for your hips, and they can find out what the problem is soonest. It'll save you a lot of money not needing to get the MRIs and x-rays. They've actually shown that PTs are really, really good at figuring out what's going on. In fact, better than any other physician group other than an orthopedic surgeon. So you're better off going to the PT first. It'll save you a lot of money, and you can get right to the action steps of what to do sooner so that it takes you off the road less. That's our goal here at Body Smart, is to keep you on the road, right? So what are some of the things you see, Melody, when somebody does have hip pain and problems that kind of frustrates them and keeps them from being able to progress well?
Well, there are some kind of general rules to what you should do to take care of your body and your hips as a runner. You know, you want to keep your glutes strong, you want to keep your core strong, but it's a lot more complicated than just strengthening your glutes and your core. First of all, every single body is different. Yeah. So you can go to Google, you can go to YouTube and look up core workouts and glute workouts, but it's not going to be specifically tailored to you and your body and your needs and your goals and all that stuff too.
Absolutely.
It really does take a trained professional with experience and with education to help you appropriately progress the exercises, give you the right reps, the right load, and do it so it fits your body and it fits your training and it fits your goals. Especially as a runner, you know, when you get these big goals, it's really important to dial things in and do things right for you and for your body.
Well, and to match your injury too.
Yeah.
So often, unfortunately, we see this all the time where people will go and see somebody and they give them just like, oh, these are our hip exercises, or like their physician's software will have like, oh, here's some exercises for the hips. And you'll look through those exercises and half of them may be appropriate and can help. And then the other half are like, actually, that will make it worse. Like that's not the type of exercise you need to be doing yet for that hip and might make it worse in this stage of things. So you got to really be careful on as far as who's giving you exercises and where you're going for the source. So Dr. YouTube or Dr. Google isn't always very accurate because they don't know what's going on with your body, and just general hip strengthening exercises or core strengthening exercises. If you're not ready for that yet, or it may be the wrong type of movement for your injury. Mm-hmm. So that's why, like Melody said, going to that trained professional, like us here at Body Smart, we would love to see you, especially if you're in our area. We would love to see you. If not, we can help you find somebody. Definitely reach out to us, like, follow, subscribe, share all of those good things to get our other tips and videos. But if you're currently having hip pain, like, reach out to us and we'll help you find who can help you in your area. And if you're in our area, we can do one of those free first look visits. So it's a totally free visit. You can come in, we can take a look, see what's going on, create a plan with you of you know what your next steps need to be. And then you can move forward from there if you so choose. So we would love to see you here in the clinic. That's what we do, right? And so we would love to see you too. Join us on the next video in the series. We'd love to see you again. So make sure you hit that like button or the follow button so you can follow us. It'd be good.